Brosplay! I don't know if you guys can tell, but this entire game takes place in one night. And,
What?
Yeah.
Oh, well that does make more sense for continuity.
And, we're also doing this at night. I'm a little tired.
One thing that would be kind of cool is these scrub enemies outside should go down like a normal enemy. Like that first guy where you just sidestepped and then clobbered him in the back of the head with an elbow, like that guy would have been out.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Depending on his,
Like that's it. Okay, at least that guy stayed down.
The shutter door
Open the big door.
I'm surprised it even let me do that.
The roof is heavily protected.
So this is another example of side quests. Optional side quests. So the first...
Well, that was a sick transition, actually.
Thank you. I didn't do it, but you're welcome. Or you're supposed to say you're welcome. Yeah. So
I was gonna say I don't know how to respond to that.
the
So the
first
side quest.
the first mission of most of the side quests are just forced on you, so that you know what it's like. But then it's up to you to pursue the rest of the side quests. In that, like, each one has like a... It's probably best to explain with this radial wheel. So we found that creature of the night by just flying around, just threw it at us. So now that's just a side quest, which has a percent of... We haven't done any of it, so 0. And then over here on Gotham on Fire, there's 3 of those before you actually capture Firefly.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, and in order to actually finish the game, you have to capture at least 7, and there's a lot more than 7.
Yeah, but that we totally could have captured Firefly that first time. Batman was just being a pussy.
How the fuck did you see me? I don't want.
What, you
I don't
mean
want
the
to do
hooded-
either of these things.
The
Stop
hooded,
slowing the
cloaked
game down.
black figure walking on the roof. How did he see you?
Well, they don't normally see me in that context.
Imagine if they couldn't see you here, just standing on a railing. Oh no! Oh, he's seizuring.
The environment killed him.
Did that say use the grapnel gun?
Yeah, actually, it's actually called. I'm pretty sure it's called the grapnel. I have a feeling grapple is like a
Trademark term?
It might be a trademark term. Yeah.
I highly doubt that.
I don't know, man.
Well, think about
I thought it was weird too.
But think about grappling, like just the general idea of, like, you know, I was grappling with a suspect.
It might be this like that might just be a brand statement, like when people say pass me a Kleenex, and they're not really referring to the brand Kleenex or riding my my Skidoo. It's actually a snowmobile.
I totally understand what you're saying, but I would be
What the
blown.
fuck? What the fuck, Batman?
Error has occurred in the following application.
Oh no.
Okay, well,
All right. Well,
yeah, Batman. Batman.
I don't like that.
Yeah, fatal errors are never a good thing. I'm actually so much more comfortable with a fatal error happening on a PC.
Yeah.
Because you're expecting that and you
Yeah.
have tools for it. But when it happens on a console, you don't know what got saved, you don't know why it happened, you don't know how to prevent it.
This game is powered by Wise.
This game is powered by Molson Canadian beer.
Yeah, well, the show is.
Fueled by beer and spurred on by God only knows what.
I love how it's developed by Rocksteady. And that last little bit we just saw was not steady.
And not rock solid. Rock solid.
Alright, blur out those names. I'm just joking. I don't give a shit.
What, you don't want people mobbing you online?
Y'all can call me Downware.
Oh my god, it's Girth!
No, it's not Girth
Are you going by
anymore.
Mitch now?
No, it's Mitch or Downwheel. Or Big Mitch.
You going by Downwheel?
It's just
Can I call you Downwheel?
You can't call me Downwheel
Oh.
because I'm always down,
Wheel.
bro.
That, you know what? I think it should be Down Wheel. It's just better that way.
Just get that little in there.
Why are you guys always so mean to Will Wheaton?
Don't you have a problem with the way I'm saying Wheaton?
Cool Whip.
Okay.
That's like the H thing. It's the exact same sound, actually. You just got those H's wrong.
All right, so less critical errors this time.
Yeah, less
game.
crashing.
Yeah.
More doing. I love how you rip the battery out and then just shove your hand up its ass.
Yep.
And then it falls over.
It's an interesting combination of a really intelligent human being and just brute force.
And really garbage technology. Why did it just fall over?
Because it's a century-old gun.
But if it was that flimsy,
Sucker smash!
so it's a cannon, you're saying?
No, it's a pun.
Yeah, but I just don't understand. If you could knock it over, why did you have to disable it? Why not just knock it over?
Did you get the pun?
The century-old gun?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it
Okay.
must be a cannon if it's a century-old gun.
Alright. Sometimes, every so often, somebody is so on that you think they're off. Shit. I wasn't trying to do that. That was hilarious.
Jeez, this rooftop fighting was not calibrated properly.
I'm sorry. Oh. Keep it together, Mitch.
Oh, maybe you gotta go turn those guys into the little and the big moron.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a pretty bad joke.
That's a great joke. One is a little moron. Yeah. It's a terrible joke.
No, I just want to do the thing. Stop
Yeah,
slowing
look, watch
the game
this, watch
down.
this.
Fuck off.
Or get shot in the face. That's also an option.
Fuck off your face, man.
That's actually, I don't know, it's always very finite when you die in this game because of the way all the ragdoll physics just kind of, it doesn't stop, but it just slows down.
Yeah, they assume that, like, they pretty much assume that Batman just has to die instantly.
Which doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Because he already took like 7 or 8 bullets. Why would, like, imagine you got shot 6 or 7 times and
Yeah.
you're still vibrant and full of life, and then you get shot a 7th time and you just die.
That's what's so funny about when he loses in a punching battle is he just gets punched about 20 times, and the last little punch that's like boop, and he's just tuckered out.
Well, they should have programmed in sort of like executes. Like, you should just get knocked out.
That would be very,
You know, like an
interesting,
enemy
yeah.
just gets you right on the chin, or an enemy like gets you from behind or something. Hey, look at that. You got this multi-million-dollar piece of machinery, and the base just falls apart.
Yep. All right, let's do an advanced tactic. This is something I was trying to do.
Batarang.
This is something I was trying to do in Arkham City, and it just wasn't working because the gadgets menu is just goofy as fuck.
Like,
Oh,
it just doesn't.
did
The
they-
quick select just doesn't work that well.
Yeah, well, I think it works similarly, but this one's so much better. So I can select the smoke bomb independently, and then toss it on them, and then come down.
Damn smoke!
Boom!
I don't even think he was in the smoke.
No, that's why I went for him, because the other guys are, so they can't see me. That was a pretty dope little roll I did there.
Yeah.
Or what's that? That wasn't
And,
a roll. What was that? Front flip?
And you probably stopped yourself about an, what? I think you just went through that railing.
It's
Batman just decided, fuck that railing.
don't question it. It's
Well,
Batman.
I'm not questioning Batman. You question Batman, bad things happen.
Fear takedown.
Whoa.
That was awesome.
Couple of takedown smashes.
Shit, I'm gonna die
Yeah,
again.
you're running low on that there
I don't
HP.
want to die again. I like
What's
life.
that top blue bar? Is that still body armor that you have?
Yep.
And is your health does not regenerate, does
No,
it?
it does not.
Is there any way to get your health back?
Completing a part.
That's kind of silly though, because that means, like, let's say this is a super hard part and you lose half your health. You might as well just kill yourself so that you can get all your health back and try again.
That's a really common problem. Like the new Ratchet and Clank doesn't do the old style where you always start at the beginning of the stage. They actually have checkpoints, but there's times where you're actually better off to lose and checkpoint again instead of taking your progress the whole time because you walked into a boss fight with no health.
Yep.
It's just it's a really difficult problem to deal with unless you design the entire thing Which,
Well-
I mean, you probably should be designing your entire game around the way it plays, but it's like Bloodborne and like all the Souls games have no issue there. That's just, it's how the game is designed. Like, the whole thing is designed around losing.
Well, I've actually found that the understanding of dominant strategy of game, just from the amount of scrutiny we give it on this channel, has actually almost ruined certain games for me.
Yeah.
Like we were playing Uno
Oh,
with kids. So like I'm talking, we're playing with a 6-year-old and a 9-year-old,
nice.
and like obviously everyone plays card games by different rules all the time, and the way they were gonna play, in my head I'm thinking that totally defeats dominant strategy.
Yep.
Like a person could just do this and win,
Yep.
and it's not fun. And I was sort of trying to express it, but I knew that no one was picking up what I was putting down, so I just resolved that I would just beat them. I would just use my superior brain to beat out the youngins.
Well, there's times when I'm playing a game and I choose to not abuse the dominant strategy because they haven't put it together well. Where I just go, this is too easy.
Or it's not fun.
That's why I was really impressed with the new Ratchet. It's actually hard, and they don't give you enough ammo on one weapon, so you can't just blast through the entire game. That was a problem I found with the second game, is that there's only one upgrade version. Like you only upgrade the weapons once by using them, like the experience system. So I leveled up the first one almost immediately because it's the only weapon you have. And I just felt it was really silly because I was just blasting through the rest of the game because I already
You'd
had...
already upgraded it.
Yeah, but this new one, you at first, before you get upgrades and shit, you have to use more than one weapon, which is really cool, because then they put you in a situation where you kind of need to use your area of effect thing. I wish he brought him back up. That would be so cool.
That was a pretty sweet silent takedown, though.
It was. What is this? Oh, it's just a doodle.
Just a weird looking box.
Just a boo boo. Schmoodly doo. One of these days, I'm gonna say a racial slur without trying.
Schmoodly doo. That is offensive to the schmoodly doo people.
We schmoodles and we doos fought for decades.
We shall not be compared to each other. Not by your abject slavery.
What, been watching a
Cur.
little Carl Sagan there, bud?
Probably.
Abject slavery.
Carl Sagan has a lot of wonderful, wonderful stuff.
He does.
Just
And
about
no-
everything Carl Sagan says, that's recorded, obviously, has a serious ring to it.
Well, there's an interesting little bit about him. Not bit, but tidbit of information, I guess. Is that he was actually a university professor, I think, during the time that he was famous. And I believe he was Bill Maher's teacher.
Bill Maher.
Yeah, but I don't think
Who's
he
Bill
ever
Maher?
saw him. Bill Maher of Religious?
Bill Mayer. Or I guess...
I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Mar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because I remember it being weird that someone called it Mar, but pretty sure that's the right way. I could be wrong.
Weird. No, but yeah, I can totally see that being the pronunciation. It's just that doesn't sound... Like, if someone told me their last name was Mar, I would not assume M-A-Y-E-R.
Oh, yeah. Fuck, you like that spin? That
But
was so much cooler in that context.
If anyone
No,
wants
no,
to
no,
know-
no, no, no! I don't want to lose
Ooh.
again. I just... Fuck you. In the water,
He's
face
dead.
down.
He's dead.
You're leaving him to die, Batman.
He's cool with
What are you
that.
doing? Anyway, apparently he was Bill Maher's. He was Bill Maher's teacher, but he never saw him because he was always off doing his famous sciencey dude thing.
Wow.
Yeah, so he
That
always,
must have been hard having a teacher who was actually, like, publicly famous. Because they would have so little time to actually teach.
I'm pretty sure he was just almost always the TA or some sub.
Well, that's just brutal, because I always found that like our teachers were not there. Our teachers were more distracted by their other pertinent work. But imagine if your teacher was legitimately famous, not just busy.
That's yeah. That's unfortunate because in college there were no TAs, and the only people I was taught by were teachers.
Really?
And people shit on community college, but I had a really good experience. I had a lot of really good teachers who just really, really cared about what they were doing, because they would all admit that they would make so much more money just actually doing the job that they... Because with college, they're referred to as instructors because they're technically not teachers. I don't even think they have teaching degrees. They just need to have enough information in the industry which is pretty neat. So every one of them has like at least a decade of experience. That's why they're able to instruct. And they would all say, I could make a lot more money doing this in the private sector, but I like teaching. I want to teach, and I want to show people how to do what I used to do.
Yeah, wow, that's actually really cool that they're... I guess it's cool that they're dedicated to that and that they're willing to do that, but it also does mean that you often end up getting a lower class of teacher because the only people that do it are the ones that kind of want to do it.
Yeah.
Like, you then have...
Well, there's definitely shitheads in there for sure.
Yeah, like I know my girlfriend actually goes to the same college
Yeah.
you used to go to, and some of her professors just do things, and I'll say to her, like, that would never fly in a university class. And she says, yeah, I know, it never would have flied like she was in university before.
Yeah.
And she's noticing all these things that just, like, people talking in class, and the
That's
teacher's
real.
not shutting it down. People talking during lectures, and the teacher's not shutting it down. I won't even let people talk while I'm talking on the fucking street, let alone in a lecture hall where my name is on the fucking door.
My program coordinator told me on 2 different occasions to quit. 'Cause
Well,
she-
you have a shit coordinator?
Yeah, she was like, right now your average is about like high 60s, and I'm like, yeah, because in my head I'm like, that's like I'm aiming for like 75s here. I'm really bad with I don't know if a lot of people don't know the difference between academia and intelligence. There's a massive difference, and they're often synonymous, but definitely do not have to go hand in hand. Because you were telling me about some of the least intelligent people in advanced engineering courses.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who managed to get all the way to, 3rd, 4th year university. I don't know how well they were doing, but they were there. And they would say things like this one group designed a bridge, and the bridge was 600 meters tall. Now, I don't know if you can fully appreciate how tall that is, but I'm pretty sure the CN Tower is only like 300 meters tall. No, not even. I think it's only like 200 meters tall.
It's a bridge around the CN Tower, so you can check it out.
Yeah, we were even making jokes about how people would go to Kingston to see this ridiculously tall bridge because it would be like a national monument if it was 600 meters tall.
But yeah, she said, so these grades are gonna go up, right?
Oh,
I'm like, yeah, Mom.
that's exactly what I'm like. Come on.
And she said, because I mean, if they're not, you might as well just not keep going. When I go back to my seat and I tell him, I'm like the coordinator just told me to quit, and then the other girl's like, she's told me that twice as well. I'm like, that's brutal. Somebody said, oh, she's a sweetheart, but she doesn't like first years. And I'm like, that's a dumb reason to not like somebody. And then I went into 2nd year and she said, hey, I really don't like first years. She actually said it to us.
What?
Yeah. And everyone's like, that's adorable. They paid you money. It doesn't fucking matter what you feel.
Yeah, like I understand maybe not liking first years, and I think everyone kind of agrees with that because first years don't understand how it works.
Yeah.
But the whole point, especially as a course coordinator, the whole point of your position when it comes to first years is to help them get to the position where they're not stupid first years.
Yeah, you're supposed to inspire them to want to learn and progress forward in the industry they are already paying you for.
Well, also, think about this. There's a person. It doesn't matter whether you like that person or not on a personal level, but they're a first year, so you don't like them. Then they become a 2nd year, and then you like them all of a sudden?
Yeah.
It's the same fucking person, just separated by 12 months.
Well, she says because, well, now you're really into it. It's like half of us had to take the prerequisite course because your screening process based on portfolios didn't allow us in. So this is actually most of our 2nd year in college, just our 1st year in design.
I've heard of people who have problems, like they'll give a lot more respect to grad students than undergrad students.
Oh.
And I understand why, because an undergrad student is just there to get a degree. They're probably going to go into the field and do actual work or something. But if someone comes back for graduate work, they're dedicated. They're in academia. That's what they want to do. They come back for 2 full extra years after they've done their schooling. So that's a distinction. That's a drastic distinction. But first year to second year, like that time just passes, like it's a continuum. It's not like you end first year and then you have some sort of initiation ceremony where you shed your skin and become a second year. Right? It's fucking nuts.
It's just
She's probably trying to bring her
Gross.
class average up.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Yeah, she's probably like, we can't have a 60 student in here if we want to make sure we have a 90 average.
Yeah. Well, what I learned in that school, getting 60s and 70s, is what led to what I would actually say is better than most professional YouTubers out there. I think our branding is actually better.
Yeah,
But
honestly,
it's because I never stopped refining it. A lot of people like Jimquisition
get to something.
Well,
and then that's
Jimquisition is
good.
great actually. The Jimquisition show has a really good setup, but like his squirty play stuff, he just slaps titles on there and just walks away. I have no idea. Oh, it's the fucking car. It's always the fucking car.
I need to find
Yeah, the remote Batmobile is pretty sweet, but oh my god, is it actually gonna jump?
Maybe.
I thought it was gonna jump off the third story of that other. Oh, it is. Oh, it is.
Yep.
Yay!
Yep.
This actually reminds me of a scene from James Bond.
Do you? It's very James Bond. Do you have enough time for another episode, or is this the last?
Oh yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, next time on Brosplay, parking.
Maybe, maybe parking.
I mean, thank you for joining us. Fucking whatever.
Thank you for parking with us.